April 29th, 2015. You're looking at SDO images from the sun from yesterday and today. And what you see is yesterday morning, that filament release, then the large one, and as that Hyder flare spread across the surface of the sun, it activated the center filament. So all three in that section released. Now, guys, these are some of the most amazing solar images I've ever seen. It is definitely in the top 3 or 4. Check out the coronal mass ejection. Guys, if that had been directly Earth-facing, we would be in severe trouble. We're going to get a side glancing blow, and it could be very strong. Bottom right is an earlier morning smaller coronal mass ejection from a small flare. But this is filled with plasma. That surface of the sun erupted. That's amazing. You should save those images or save this video. Just a quick look at CERN. The beams are up. Now, they're having some problems, and you can see as they were running at high intensity levels, both in beam 1 and beam 2 in the blue line and red line. You can see that 9.06 and 8.54 on beam 1 and beam 2. This is what it looks like going back to 1700 hours yesterday. Now, what will they be doing as this coronal mass ejection, even though, again, it's a side blow? How will they operate this machinery at that time, the world's largest machine? And guys, if you think about some of the things they're doing as far as pharma in Chicago, and they're going to beam a proton beam underground 800 miles. But think about it. If they could perfect that, they wouldn't need these 17-mile underground colliders. They would use the entire planet, especially along the magnetic field lines, your ground currents, such as the Hall currents, etc. Then they would turn the entire planet into a giant coil. Maybe they're in gold. We'll just have to see, but I think they're going to destroy much more than they think before they ever reach that point. They're having problems in the main injector, and this is, I think, LINAC 2 says S-gun notification of failure. You see that flash. But in the linear accelerator, the very beginning of the process, they are having some problems. And to be honest with you, the slower they go, I think the better we all are. But look at the earthquake situation. This was yesterday, a 6.1. As you go through this, you can see the timestamp. Today, a 5.0. You go through this, 5.0 in El Salvador. What you're seeing is slight pressure on the eastern half of the Ring of Fire. And we'll need to watch this in the next 24 hours, depending on the speed of these CMEs. Remember, the 2 filaments besides the large one that left, those will also create glancing blows. You will see it in strengthened auroras. And I want to say one other thing. I'm highly concerned that at least 2 of the instruments that we normally use are being manipulated now. And I'll put that in an update as I look into it a little closer, but the magnetopause model and also our CME tracker models are not correct at all in the last, I would say, 2 weeks. I'll point that out in an update. Heads up, be safe.